Hello, and welcome to Lesson 11 of the B.4, the Urbanization Unit. I'm Katie Easton, a high school science teacher using OpenSciEd. In this video, I will give an overview of Lesson 11 and wrap up with some tips and tricks. Lesson 11 is important because we put the pieces together that we've learned about natural selection as we encounter a new phenomenon and use our knowledge to complete a transfer task. First, let's recap how we got to Lesson 11. During Lesson 10, we learned about two design proposals for the expanding Buckeye area and evaluated the best plan moving forward. We used our knowledge of evolution by natural selection to help evaluate the stability of each proposed urban system for non-human populations and learned that making decisions involves evaluating the application of science ideas and balancing those ideas with societal impacts. In this lesson, we are wondering if we can use our knowledge about natural selection and genetic diversity to a novel phenomenon. Let's take a look at the highlights for Lesson 11. Lesson 11 takes one 45-minute day. This is a putting the pieces together lesson, which means that we're bringing everything we figured out during this unit together to explain a new phenomenon. The 20 minutes of material preparation listed here is to make copies of the banana transfer task. Students do not need to use their own individual devices, but you can use individual devices for completion and submission of the transfer task. There is an introductory video used in this lesson to explain the problem with bananas. In Lesson 11, students are putting together the pieces of everything that we have learned to explain a new phenomenon. In this transfer task, we are focused on using what we've learned to protect the banana crops from a fungal infection. We figure out that bananas are clones with no genetic diversity. So if farmers grow only one variety, they can be vulnerable to infections. But scientists can also create genetically modified bananas with resistance to one fungus. We figure out a few things while completing our transfer task. First, there is a pattern of fungal infections attacking banana populations, which is dire as most banana crops are grown clonally and have no genetic diversity. We also figure out that scientists can create genetically modified bananas with resistance to one fungus to help farmers who only grow one variety of banana. Let's take a look at the key moments in Lesson 11. During Lesson 11, students are investigating a new phenomenon about fungal diseases in bananas and how they could lead to their extinction. We learn about the 1950s fungal attack on Gross Michael bananas that almost killed all Gross Michael bananas and a new threat to the popular Cavendish banana today. We learn how scientists are using labs to create genetically modified bananas, or GMOs, to make Cavendish bananas resistant to the TR4 fungal threat. Students analyze data of 5 GMOs and the original non-modified Cavendish banana plant and evaluate whether or not farmers should plant multiple varieties of bananas to protect their crops. Let's talk about some helpful strategies for Lesson 11. I read the entire assessment out loud and allow questions about the material read before moving into the questioning part of the assessments. I'll read questions fully, then give students quiet time to answer the questions individually. I remind students that they can move on in the assessment, but that I will continue to read out questions and information with wait times between questions. Normally, I find 1 or 2 questions in the transfer task to allow students to discuss and collaborate on, but this transfer task is pretty straightforward, and the students mention that there is no need to really talk through anything. I do let them check with each other on question 5, with the increases and decreases, if they would like to, as I don't grade that question. There are quite a few places with provide evidence or use evidence, and I do remind the students often and put emphasis on the words evidence as I read those questions. The on-demand teacher support is a great resource. OpenSciEd curriculum allows for different theories on assessment to be used and practiced. With the curriculum being so collaborative and discussion-based, it lends to a theory of allowing students to discuss and collaborate during assessment as well. Sometimes our best thoughts come from a suggestion or a thought from another's perspective, so I have changed my views on assessments. For further information about assessment and assessment theory, check out the On-Demand Hub, particularly the summative assessment pages and videos. There are no new words in this lesson. There are no new posters created in Lesson 11, but I do allow students access to their progress trackers during the assessment. We figured out a lot about natural selection and evolution during this unit. Know that it's okay to try out new theories and shifts our paradigms about student assessment. Don't forget about the on-demand teacher support site. It has great tools for teachers using OpenSciEd. I hope you find this helpful and join us again on our next OpenSciEd unit, where students will learn about Arctic bears and changing environments. Thank you.